Hey y'all! Welcome to our podcast, The Pretty Ugly Struggle, hosted by Conni Luv and B-Hall. Each week, sit with us as we discuss viral topics, raising kids, relationships, running businesses, and trying to look good while doing it. The mother effing struggle is real.
Did you see the red light and I didn't?
Hey y'all! Welcome to our podcast, The Pretty Ugly Struggle, hosted by Conni Luv and B-Hall. Each week, sit with us as we discuss viral topics, raising kids, relationships, running businesses, and trying to look good while doing it. The mother effing struggle is real.
Hey, Hey, y'all! Welcome to another episode of The Pretty Ugly Struggle. I'm your host, B-Hall.
And I'm your girl, Conni Luv.
And my mom always wants to call as soon as I start recording. Every time. Hey, Conni Luv, how's it going?
It's going okay. How are you? I miss you.
I miss you too. It's been so long. Yo, we normally talk every day, and we have not talked in like 2 weeks, I swear.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I do miss you. I
miss you too. I know.
What's been going on with you this week?
Let's see. As you know, and maybe the listeners don't, I am in Canada. I'm working. Yeah, I've been enjoying myself, but I've actually just been working a lot. But this weekend I went to Niagara Falls with my mom, and that was cool. It was really dope. We had a really good time. That was it. I'm a little homesick, just a tad bit, but that's pretty much it.
So tell me, because you know I'm a greedy bitch, how is the food?
It's the same, but it's different. Like I haven't.
Is it seasoned well?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it depends on where you go. Like yesterday I had like a lobster grilled cheese sandwich or something, and it was
that's interesting.
Yeah, it was the bomb. So yeah, pretty much. But the company I work for, they've actually just been getting the food catered, most of our food catered. So I haven't really went out to dinner or anything like that because I'm gonna take the free food.
Well, free food, I'll take it.
Hey. Take the free food.
Well, I got to see your babies this weekend.
I know.
I got to see your youngest too. I love them. I adore them. That little Princeton, he just warms my heart.
Oh, God. He is a handful.
I try not to make him give me love, but I really want to make him give me love. I just be like, give me 5, and he'll give me a quick little 5, and I'll take it. He's so sweet. But my week, I've been chilling. I will say, I don't know if y'all guys know, I own a clothing boutique for women, and I went on a Zoom meeting to hear more, Zooming with the homies, and ever since then, the business has really picked up, and I really, really appreciate all the love and support from everyone. Like, that's so dope. The boutique is Bosch Boutique if you're interested, so hit me up. I'll get you hooked up.
That's what's up. So what we got going on this week? What we got going on this week?
So much, y'all. If y'all ever thought about starting a podcast, if you don't do it now, you'll never fucking do it. It is so much stuff going on every day. I can't keep up. I literally cannot keep up. What about you?
I feel the exact same way. I feel like we are... Like, I don't even get to check social media all the time. So I'll be like, what the hell? When I do finally get on there, I'll be like, this happened, that happened, what happened? Girl, or I'll be texting you like, girl, I can't wait to record so we can talk.
Girl, it's been recorded, so girl, let's go. The first thing the people wanted to hear about was our thoughts on the entanglement situation with Jada, Will, and her little boo thing, August Alsina.
Girl.
Wait.
I mean, I'll let you go first. How you feel about it?
When the last time you had an entanglement? Don't answer that. I'm just playing. Don't answer that. Me, recently. Ooh, a nice little cool entanglement, if you will.
You are silly.
People were saying that Jada was a predator or is a predator. And I I honestly didn't see it that way. And people were like, well, what if the roles were reversed and Will had did it to one of Willow's homegirls? And
so let me ask that first though. So
yeah.
are we sure that's how she met him? He was the son's Jaden's friend. So we're sure of that. Okay. So that's how, I mean, but that's what's being reported. That's what's being said. Okay.
That's what's out there.
Okay.
So we gotta just kind of roll with that. Allegedly. We gotta start saying allegedly. You know that, right? It's a real podcast. So allegedly, that's how she met Mr. August Alsina. And she got involved with him and they had a whole little situation. The only thing that Jada said was incorrect was that she didn't get he didn't get permission from Will to have a relationship with her. She said that they were already separated so she could do as she pleased, and what she decided to do was August. Okay.
Okay, let me at first address the entanglement piece. Mm-hmm. I do not think that, the predator piece.
Okay.
I don't feel like she was a predator. What I will say, because a predator is someone who preys on someone. That means you had like a motive and you knew that this person was fucked up, for lack of better words, and you took advantage of that.
Well, they were saying that she knew that he was...
She knew that he was going through something. But but she was too. And sometimes hurt people. And she even said that, like, she was healing and he was there. She needed something that he fulfilled. She needed something that he fulfilled.
I wonder, how does it go from step 1 to step 10? Like,
that's crazy. Who made the first move?
Fucking your son's friend. I don't know.
He walked out in them damn boxes with that thing that looked like no son friend thing. That print looked like a grown man print.
He didn't do that. He will not disrespect the home like that, the Smith home like that, with all that dang-a-lang-langing.
But you know what? Just to really I was more impressed on how Will and Jada handled it.
Girl, they are pros at the press. What you talking?
They handled it with solidarity. You know what I mean? Like they were a united.
Do you think Will wanted to do that, or was it like, for the family, we need to do this?
No, yeah, he looked like he did it because he needed to. He looked extremely hurt. He looked like there was some things she probably exposed to him.
Some people are saying he was acting.
No, I don't think so. I think that this is something that happened years ago. They already had talked about it. He had already forgiven her for it, but it brought up some new emotions because it's brand new. And it looked like she had just told him some shit he really didn't know until right then. Like she told some parts of it and he was just a little bit more hurt. I mean,
okay, so let me reverse the roles. If it were Will, would you feel like he's a predator?
No, I still wouldn't. Once a person is over the age of 18 or 18 years old, they know what they're doing. Now, can I say you taking advantage of a person? Yeah, I think she took it. She's wiser than him. She
took advantage of the situation.
Yeah, she used her. I ain't gonna say used because I hate that word, but she's a little bit more experienced than he is in life. And with that being said, she's gonna automatically be able to use the situation to her advantage. And I would feel the same way if it was Willow's friend. You know what I'm saying? Like I would feel the same way. I don't condone it. I think that was fucked up. She shouldn't have did that shit. Out of all the men in the world, you just don't do that. But we gotta protect Jada. I like Jada.
We gotta protect Jada.
We gotta protect Jada.
I feel like Jada is manipulative. In the way she uses the red table, and the word that she uses, the fact that she used entanglement, which people had to go look that word up, including myself. I was like, entanglement? What the hell is entanglement? And it's literally what it says.
To be in a complicated relationship.
A complicated relationship.
Well, I didn't have to look
Why the fuck didn't she say complicated relationship? So to everybody.
Because anybody who first of all, it's an uncomfortable situation as a woman. You're face to face, you're telling some of your most personal secrets of your life. Second of all, you're embarrassed by it because it's not something you're proud of, and you got your significant other who forgave you for the shit right there in front of you. The situation was already fucked up and uncomfortable.
Okay, but let's get on that because Will ain't so goddamn innocent himself. Okay?
Yeah, I agree. But his shit just ain't pop out there.
He didn't. He kept his shit on the wraps. Like, hey, I don't know if they paid off or they didn't sign this, sign that. I don't know. But what made August come forward? with all the entanglement?
No, I think it was based on publicity, and
He
or,
wanted the publicity for
no,
himself?
of course. But
Yeah.
it's his story. He can tell his story on his time.
Not if you got an NDA.
But obviously he didn't, because he would have said it. So he can tell his story whenever he wants to tell his story. I'm not mad at him. Maybe he needed to heal from it before he could talk about it. Now, I'm not mad at
Not
him.
only talk about it, y'all. Have y'all heard the song? I don't know if we can play it because YouTube will probably demonetize us if we do. But he made a whole song. Y'all should go check it out, called Entanglement, and it's featuring Rick Ross and Honey. That's why he came out with it.
Now that part when with the song, yeah. So now is he taking advantage of the situation?
He definitely is.
Is he being the predator?
His advantage.
You know what I'm saying? He's already knowing that their household is probably in shambles right now, and then you're gonna add fire to the flame? Like, come on now. It's just everybody in the situation is grown. But I will say this: mental health is real. The boy was dealing with depression. She was obviously dealing with some type of depression. And something that she did say was like, she realized that she tries to basically kind of, for lack of better words, be a fixer. She tries to fix people. Like,
a lot of strong Black women are fixers.
And a lot of people, when they get in relationships, like, it's attractive. You'll be amazed how many people are attracted to somebody that they can fix.
I've been that way.
Yeah. So
I don't know if I still am today, but I've definitely been that way.
So I don't think she ever really set out with the intention, I'm gonna fuck this little boy. I think she went into it like, okay, I'm gonna help him. But then he got some type of admiration. She got some type of admiration, and they started to sleep together, or whatever. They decided to be in this entanglement. But to each his own. And he seems like he's hurt. He seemed like he really loved her. That was probably like his first real love. And it is what it is. She decided to go back to her husband. But both of them,
do you think Will and Jada are working it out? Because I heard rumors, allegedly, that they were going to file for divorce, that Will was filing.
I don't even know. And I don't even want to speak on that.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to put nothing bad in the air about people's relationships.
I pray
Let
not.
them have that.
Yeah.
But he also said on the red table, though. He said on the red table, there's nothing she could ever do that would make them get a divorce. He would never leave her.
Okay.
So,
well, there's that.
He said that a lot, because I'm a big fan. I always watch the red table. He said that several times. So,
was this the shortest red table?
Hell yeah. It's like a press conference. Get in there and get on out of there. That's what that was. Get out. Girl, that was a mess.
Right, big.
I just hate the fact that, two broken people actually, that's what I would say. Two broken people had to go through that. And they're both just dealing with the healing on their own time, So,
do you think they are healed at this point? Are they still facing their demons?
I think that you constantly go through healing processes. You know what I'm saying? Especially for him, if that was his first love, or how deeply, he's still probably processing that.
Yikes.
It's like when you touch something, if you get a burn and it heals, but you always see the scar, and it might bring up, it might bring up some emotions that
Honey Love, I like that.
Girl, you know what I be doing.
Look at you.
Anyway,
keep with it. You get a burn, but you heal from it, but you always see the scar.
Yeah. And when you look at it, it will invoke some emotions. Definitely will. But yeah, so I don't know. But enough of them and them people's business, honey. And who they entangle.
I don't want their mind. Let me get out of there.
And who they entangle with, girl. I mean, it was a big thing for a minute though.
It was hard.
So what else is going on in the world?
Well, speaking of mental health, we do want to send prayers to Tamar Braxton, who was rushed to the hospital apparently for a suicide attempt. I hope that isn't what it was, but if so, we're definitely sending prayers to her. Yeah, and and everyone that is suffering as she was, more in depth, not as much, but feel like they need someone and need to reach out and don't feel like they have that person, I was so surprised to hear it, because I don't know. She has her sisters and her mom, they seem like very close, so I would think that she has a support system. Even though many people don't, I would feel like Tamar Braxton does, but that's me assuming as an outsider.
But from my point of view, I looked at it like sometimes it goes back to, again, you got to check on your strong friend. Yeah, she does have this family that's a big support system. However, she also comes off like she's the, oh, I'm sorry, please close my window. Like she comes off like she is the strong friend. She's probably the strong sister. She handles the most, and because she's the tough, rah, rah, rah one. So nobody's ever looking.
I feel like she's the spoiled little brat that's just hollering for help or something. I don't think she's the strong one. I personally don't.
I think she comes off as the more conflicting one, the one that argues more, she's the more vocal one. So when people look at you, because that's me, a lot of people look at me like that, like, oh, she's strong, she gonna take up for herself, you ain't really got to worry about her. If she going through something, she gonna figure it out. But no, I cry just like everybody else cry. I get upset like everybody else gets upset. And sometimes you don't have an outlet, because you also keep up this, you like, damn, I don't want to call her and talk about my problems because I don't want to make shit harder for her. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of hold on and you still take on everybody else's thing. But that goes to say, like, it's something you and I do. When we talk, or if we know we got something deep to talk about, I'll call you and I'll be like, can you handle what I'm about to tell you first?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you'll call me and be like, can you receive this?
Today, not today. Or I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, go ahead and give it to me.
I have a space for you today.
Yeah. So I think you should respect your friends. Oh, shoot, y'all. I'm so sorry.
And let them know when it's heavy.
Yeah. And ask for permission. You should ask for permission, you know, and it's at this point, it's not surprising when anybody tries to commit suicide, because people are really battling. I don't
believe that she really tried to commit suicide. Like, how do they know that she tried to commit suicide? How do they know? I know they said they found a bottle of pills in the room or whatever. And her ex-boyfriend, I'm not sure, because I heard they broke up allegedly, but.
And then she sent some type of tweet that was kind of like she was.
Was it a tweet or was it to her people, her family?
Her family, like a note to her family. But I think she like changed her name, her Twitter name or something like that. She changed her name or some. Because I don't really remember. I briefly looked at it, but
yeah.
It's sometimes, most of the time, you know, I used to teach suicide prevention classes in the military, and they always say that you get a cry for help before a person actually commits suicide. So, because most of the time a person will do things and attempt to get that help before they're saying like, I do need help, without using those words. You know, those are usually people who cut their wrist or, you know, like hurt themselves or take pills. You know, they don't really want to die. They just feel like that's the last resort. That's the last resort that they have. So sometimes they just feel like, I just want to sleep, you know, and I'm just take 10 of these. And if I wake up, I wake up. If I don't, I don't. Oof. You know? So
I don't wish that on anybody. There are days that I'm just so exhausted and tired. I was like, I just want to sleep for 24 hours.
Yeah.
But I'll only take one sleeping pill because I don't want to leave the earth. I just want to close everybody out for a full fucking day, just be by my goddamn self. But for those people that feel like they can't reach out to anyone or they do not have anyone, there are websites, there are phone numbers that we have that are available to everyone. Do you have the numbers available?
Yes. One of them is the United States National Suicide and Crisis Hotline. You can call it anytime. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And there are two numbers. One number is 1-800-SUICIDE, which is 1-800-784-2433. The other number is 1-800-273-TALK. 1-800-273-8255. So those are pretty easy. 1-800-SUICIDE. If you ever feel like you need to talk to somebody and you don't want to express that with a friend, just dial 1-800.
Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than a friend, because you may be embarrassed or you may feel like they can't handle it, or they may not even be a good listener. There are a lot of people, even as your friends and family, that are not good listeners or whatever, or want to feel like they want to try to fix you and don't know how. Like, I don't necessarily need fixing. Sometimes I just want you to just listen to me.
Just listen. Yeah.
Just listen.
Yeah.
I just got some shit I gotta get off my chest. Just listen. So if you don't have that someone, or you feel like you don't, please use the numbers that we have provided. You can always look it up online. Isn't there an app or something too?
Oh yeah, I found several apps. So if you go on your app store and just Google, and search mental health app, you're gonna get a lot of them, which is pretty cool. And a lot of them are most of them are free. The one that I actually like the best it's called Mood Path, and it's basically they're like your mental health friend, and it's there before you actually get to that point. So every day, like, you're supposed to like put how you feel and what thoughts are going through your head. So after 14 days, they'll give you an actual assessment of your mental health at that point. And then they'll give you resources on how to manage manage any type of life crisis that they feel like they assessed from your 14-day entry. So I thought that one was pretty dope. So that one it's called Mood Path. So just go into I use Apple because that's the phone that I have. But if you go into your app store and just type in Mood Path or any mental health apps, you're going to get a large selection of them.
Some people were trying to put Nick Cannon on the suicide watch as well because of his cryptic IG message, which is a Twitter or IG message. I saw it on IG. I don't have a Twitter, but I saw it on IG.
I saw it on IG too.
His location as heaven, and then his last little sentence on his message was "Y'all enjoy Earth" or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I saw that. I mean, that's that cry for help. You know what I'm saying? That's that I'm hurting. Can y'all leave me alone? Can y'all leave me the fuck alone? I'm hurting. I need some help. You know what I mean? I don't know what his mental state is, but I'm just using those context clues as saying, leave this brother alone. Let him breathe. He made a mistake, or maybe he didn't make a mistake. He's dealing with a lot. And sometimes we're so, what's the word? Unsympathetic? Is that a word? Like, we forget that people really be going through shit, whether they famous or not. You know what I'm saying?
Let me read his entire message. It said, "I hurt an entire community," meaning the Jewish community, "and it pained me to my core. I thought it couldn't get any worse. Then I watched my own community turn on me and call me a sellout for apologizing. Good night. Enjoy Earth."
Yeah.
That was his message. And I personally, as a Black woman, did not understand why the Black community turned on him for apologizing for something that he felt that he needed to apologize for. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, if you felt you did something wronged someone, or wronged a lot of somebodies, what's wrong with apologizing for it?
There's nothing wrong with apologizing for it. I think where the Black community was saying that they felt like he was a sellout is because the Black community didn't understand what he said was wrong. If you don't understand what that person is saying, because if you don't understand what was anti-Semitic about his statement, you don't feel like he needed to apologize, because there was a lot of truth in his statement. So what are you sorry for? Are you sorry for telling the truth, or what? So you have to educate yourself on what he's apologizing for before you can actually make that judgment. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even know, because I felt that way at first. I was like, what you apologizing for? You know, because I didn't even know. I honestly had never even heard the term anti-Semitic. So it was like, what the hell is anti-Semitic? So I had to actually Google it and go do some research and see exactly what anti-Semitic actually meant before I can make that determination. Let me see, because I did look it up. Let's see what it is.
Terms, but I don't know the definition of it.
Yeah. So before we so had you ever heard that, before?
Yeah, I heard it, but I didn't understand what it meant.
And what way did you hear it? Because most of the time, if you've heard it like as a racial slur from like something racial that like a white supremacist would say.
Yeah. It was all like anti-Semitic. I'm like, what the hell is that? So when I read it, I really didn't understand it still. But then when I was listening to Charlemagne the God, I don't know why I'm laughing, but quoting Charlemagne the God is just a little weird. when he broke it down, him and Andrew broke it down, it made me understand what it meant. I'm like, okay, cool. I understand what that means. What's the definition?
So the actual definition is hostile behavior towards Jews just because they are Jewish, including stereotype views and teachings proclaiming the inferiority of Jews. So let's break this down. First of all, you have to know and understand that Jews, a Jewish community is that me or you?
I don't know.
I don't know either. You have to understand that a Jewish person is a person that their religion is Judaism. That's what they believe in. It's not a race. It's not a ethnicity. It's not a nationality. It's a religious belief or a religious title. These are people who believe in Judaism. And so, and then you have to know the history. So basically, long story short, we'll just talk about what the most common thing you know about the Jewish history is the Holocaust. So Adolf Hitler, his thing was, we're going to destroy the Jews because they're trying to control the world, right? They're trying to take over the world. So when you make a statement like, all the Jews control the music industry, all the Jews do this, or all the 12 people controlling the world are Jewish. Run the media. Jews run the media. Now that's considered an anti-Semitic.
They got to shut that shit down.
Yeah, because now if this is what Adolf Hitler did in order to grow, in order to basically genocide a whole community, then you can't repeat that, because then you're co-signing. You're co-signing. So this is what destroys that community.
The fucking power that you have to shut down, fire, end all that anti-Semitic talk anybody says at any moment. That's power.
It's not even so much that, hell yeah, it's power. And I think that's what Charlemagne said. And that's why I agree with Charlemagne when he was like, I can't wait till Black people have that much power where we can get somebody fired for saying something racist, or shit, because right now we can't even get the police fired.
Karens, we've been getting a lot of Karens fired. I will say that for the Black community.
What's her name? The girl from that little gossip site. She's been on it trying to get all these people.
Oh, Gossip in the City, or
Gossip in the City. She's been doing her thing, trying to get all these racist people fired.
Hey, kudos to you. Appreciate your work, Mom.
Girl, it's a lot. It's a lot, honey.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
There's so much going on in this world right now. We just been...
Including our president has a warrant for his arrest.
Girl, that drama. Now, see, what the thing is that Iran actually did put out this warrant for his arrest for killing their general. I can't think of his name, but it was a prominent general. But the Pentagon says that he's responsible for a lot of American deaths, but you really can't put a arrest warrant or take any type of judicial stances against a president. You can't do that. And so
you don't give a damn.
Yeah. So you have Interpol. Interpol is like the police for the whole world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Interpol is like, y'all can't put an arrest warrant on him, but if he gets out of if he's not president anymore, free game. You know what I'm saying? So then
he's not president, we protected him, but hey,
when he's not president, then you can do
y'all better go vote. Y'all better come vote come November.
I don't know what to say about that.
You vote for it. Do what you will.
Make sure you vote. Make sure you vote. Okay.
Make sure you're registered to vote and go vote. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's how we want to end this segment. Okay. Mm-hmm. It did seem very, very short.
It is short today. Today. I gotta go back to work, and you gotta get out of the studio.
No, I don't.
You want to do it longer?
No, we do have to wrap it up. We do have to wrap it up for today.
Pretty girl of the week, pretty guy of the week. Who you got?
Who do we have? Our pretty boy.
A pretty boy. I decided who I wanted to do was John Lewis.
Yes.
John Robert Lewis. Rest in peace. We just lost our soldier just recently. And I just felt like we needed to make sure we nominated him as Pretty Boy of the Week because of everything that he's done for the African American community has been. Speaking of voting, he's one of the reasons we are actually voting, and he's just been a prominent figure, and we're losing them. And I'm just grateful that we actually had him for the 80 years that we did.
Amen. 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 We salute you.
We salute you.
Boy of the Week. Rest in heaven. And our pretty girl, we have, this is so opposite, but we have Nicki Minaj.
Go Nicki. Go Nicki.
Pretty girl of the week. Why? Because she's finally pregnant. And rumor has it, allegedly, she's pregnant with a baby girl, 7 months pregnant. Apparently, Tekashi 6ix9ine released some information about 5 days ago saying that she was 7 months pregnant with a baby girl. So we don't know if it's true. So if so, congratulations. We do know she's pregnant, but we don't know what she's having. So congratulations to you, Nicki. You've been wanting a baby for some years now, so that's dope. You married and you pregnant, and
nothing more beautiful than bringing life into the world. Ain't nothing more beautiful than that. So
congratulations.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I think that's it. Huh?
Anything you have in closing?
I don't have anything. I think that's it. I miss y'all. I miss you. That's all I got tonight. I'm exhausted on a cool, but yeah, that's all I got. I don't have anything.
I saw that ass earlier. I was like,
hey, thank you. No. But yeah, I don't have anything.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate you. Thank you for listening to another episode of The Pretty Ugly Struggle. I'm your girl, B-Hall.
And I'm your girl, Conni Luv.
See you next week.
Bye.